welcome back to my channel. I'm Katie and I'm here today with Charlie and my Gabriel that I will change for you later. But I just wanted to thank all of you who messaged me yesterday, who saw my posts on Instagram and who sent me messages and who texted me and who called me. I really appreciate you guys. You are so sweet. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm fine. It was just a dental surgery, and yesterday what happened out of nowhere with no warning signs, no pain. Yesterday I woke up with an egg on my face, swelling probably in a size of an egg, and it was just I had no pain, no discomfort. I was looking at my gums, they were pink, and I knew it was immediately there was an abscess on my bone. I had the root canal done and finished 3 weeks ago. No problems, no pain. Charlie, what are you doing, honey? And so I was supposed to get my impressions for a crown next week, and yesterday this was happening, and the thing was just growing. And by the noon, it looked like I had a tennis ball attached to my left side. So yes, I was calling my doctor. I saw my doctor. He had to open the canals and he had to actually drill into my jawbone. And right now I'm on 750 milligrams of penicillin every 6 hours. So hopefully the penicillin is very wide range antibiotic. So hopefully it will take care of it. And for the pain, he gave me a Vicodin. I'm not planning on using Vicodin at all. I think the painkillers I get for my back are just plenty. So right now I'm at 2 pills of over-the-counter ibuprofen. But yeah, you can still see the swelling, and it's much better, guys, except it's really bruised. And the swelling kind of went down, and it's right just went into my neck area. But yeah, if I talk funny, guys, I still have it's still there, so I apologize. But I just wanted to stop by and have my little discussion and coffee with Katie segment, because guys, I have some news and I have some topic that I wanted to talk to you about. And that topic would be, Charlie, what are those sounds? My goodness, I don't know all these. But the topic is, have you ever felt the guilt of spending too much on yourself when it comes to this hobby? And why I'm bringing this up, guys, is because I was lucky enough to get my hands on my second dream kit. And for all of you who have been following me for years, you know, my very favorite artist, the sculptor, is Laurel Eagles. I have been really into Laurel Eagles babies ever since, and all their sculpts are really hard to come by. So one of these sculpts, by completely this serendipity moment, this situation occurred, and I had opportunity to have a custom done because the artist had one blank kit left. So of course this sculpt is one of those white unicorns. It's one of the most expensive Reborn sculpts and kits. Blank kits are basically unheard of as of now. I had no idea. Well, of course there are some artists and people who have blank kits, because I have a very rare blank kit right now in my possession. So I was really shocked when she told me that my artist, that she could let go of that kit. So I, of course, sat for a second there just thinking, and I didn't even go through my process, because usually, guys, okay, I'm going to tell you, when I decide on a sculpt, when I see the sculpt and I'm really taken by it, and I think of this sculpt, most of the time I'm able to say, oh, well, it's beautiful, but really, do I need it? But there are certain sculpts that they're not so easy to say no, right, guys? So when I'm like 100%, if this is not a rare, really rare sculpt, or sculpt that, takes your breath away, I always, how I do it, I try to talk myself out of it. That's how I decide on my customs. I know it sounds like upside down thing, but every time I see this kid, and I with the last one, I was really pondering getting that kid, guys. And I actually dreamt about that kid during 1 or 2 nights. Like, I woke up in the morning and I'm like, oh my gosh. So the second I see this kid and I start thinking, oh, I have to have this baby, I will go into this mode when I try to talk myself out of it, and I try to find any reason on this earth and above why I don't need this doll. And even if after some pondering, like few days of thinking, I don't find good enough reason to not to get this cup, I will get the baby, okay? That's how I operate. I know some collectors will be like, oh, okay. A lot of ladies are just, they just have to have a doll, and, they just get the doll. And I know it's, I'm not a collector with a big collection. I don't even know if I would call myself collector, in a sense that, well, I don't know, because I don't have a lot of dolls. I circulate my dolls within those 2.5 years that I have been in a hobby. Yes, I did have a lot of sculpts, but I have this thing, and I'm getting there. Okay, guys, it's been almost 7 minutes, so I better get there. I have this thing of guilt. So with this particular baby, this baby is really expensive. It's going to cost me a lot of money, considering it's a reborn. But I really realized, okay, what are the odds and what are the chances that this will happen again to me when, I'm more ready, I don't know, to get a brand new doll of this kid, and the price is more than fair, guys. It's a lot of money, but it's very fair considering the kid and the artistry and the things that, things that I asked for when it comes to hair and stuff. So I couldn't say no, it didn't really even take long, probably an hour for me to go back and forth. So I paid deposit, and the art already started on the baby and everything. But I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's so much money. It's not that I was regretting the purchase, but on the other hand, sometimes, and it's always like that, sometimes, not even when I have a new doll, sometimes I just look at my dolls and I realize, what, all this money, and I know you cannot put the price on happiness and on your own hobbies, and I don't have human kids, and I do work. I have 2 jobs, guys, and I do work a lot. I during the season I work 6 days a week for months. I haven't been. We didn't go for a vacation this year, so it's over a year and a half since we have been somewhere. Because we work a lot. So yes, it's not, I don't feel guilty. I don't feel this guilt of spending money and maybe taking the money from the family budget. It's not that kind of guilt. My doll money are completely different money. They are not from the family budget, they are not from emergency budget, and they are not from healthcare budget. I don't use credit cards. I either have the money and I pay for the doll, or I don't buy the doll, or I sell a doll in order to get a new one. And yes, I just sold my Melon, but I was thinking that day when I started this custom, I was thinking, that's a lot of money for a single object of my own hedonism. Because I I know how this sounds, guys, but I just wanted to ask you if any of you guys sometimes experiences this. Well, of course, the feeling wasn't strong enough to say no to my custom and to my dream baby, so I'm just saying, guys, okay? It's not like I cannot sleep or because of my guilt. But I was thinking, and on a day one after my custom, I decided, you know what, I'm going to sell one of the babies to kind of balance the odds, because I don't know, I feel like I could do a lot. I do support a lot of charities, guys. I support 2 local shelters, animal shelters, because I'm an animal lover, guys. So I'm a crazy dog person. So yeah, I support animals and charities, and I still support my all the charities that I've been supporting. You know, it's not like I'm taking the money from those funds. But I was just kind of thinking, okay, is this okay? Maybe, you know, there's a lot of people who are struggling financially, people who are losing homes, and here I am dropping all this money on a single object of, you know, my collecting or pleasure. So yeah, sometimes I have these feelings, and sometimes, you know, they go away fast, sometimes they last, like just sitting in my head. So yes, I had a funky moment, and I decided, guys, that I will sell another baby. So one baby, it was not easy, but I determined. I went. Oh, as I said, I've been happy with my collection, with the state of my collection, current state. And it's usually it's not like that. This is probably the first time in a very long time that if you asked me which baby I really did not bond with, or the bond was not there, I couldn't tell you, because I just loved all of my babies. But I had to decide. I didn't have to sell this doll, guys. I just want to make it clear. I didn't have to sell this baby to get my new baby. But I decided to do it just to feel better about this purchase and about like this generally. And that way I will keep my collection in lower numbers, because I still do want 2 babies. One is coming out soon, hopefully. So I already was planning on that baby, and there's one more. So I cannot, at this pace, I would end up with 10 dolls, you know, and large numbers of dolls are making me nervous. They cause me anxiety. I know it sounds funny, but then I feel like, okay, 10 dolls, like, oh my gosh. So I decided, and I listed, and I sold my Evie, guys. My Chloe by Natalie Blick. Just because I couldn't sell my Ella and my Philip. They are my little Laurel Eagles twins, and since this new baby is Laurel Eagles and it's very, very ultra rare kit, I thought, okay, I'm not going to break my Laurel Eagles, you know, collection line, or I don't know how to call it. So and then, so that would make Lulu or Evie or my little Gabriel. And I can't sell Lulu, obviously. She is my biggest baby, and she's my diva. And I have a special bond with that one. And my Gabriel is the newest one, and I've been really fully enjoying him. And he's a sleeping baby, and he has my heart. And Susie, my dear friend, made him for me. She poured all of her heart into that baby, so that made Evie. And I realized, since I didn't really change that baby a lot compared to other babies. I love her because she is a gorgeous baby. I mean, she is made by a prototype master artist, one of the top European artists, Natalie Vetrova. Her hair is fabulous, her painting, the kit itself is super rare. The blankets, they are being sold for $600, you know. That's my problem. When I like the baby, it's usually like that, like blank kits cost, like the other Reborn all finished, you know. So you know what I mean, guys. It's just I feel better now. I actually don't feel heartbroken. Evie sold very fast. I was really surprised because I was like, she wasn't a cheap baby, and I kind of posted her on Instagram, but I didn't really expect her to sell on Instagram. I was really more or less prepared to do a photo shoot for eBay, but she sold within, oh my goodness, I posted her one evening, and the lady, her new mommy, contacted me within an hour, and she asked me for a few hours to think it over. And in the morning I had a message that she decided to get her. So she was sold immediately. I will still see her, you will still see the baby. Her mom doesn't have a channel, but she is planning on making a channel, but she's on Instagram. So yes, so that's the news. Yes, one baby is coming, another baby is going to be leaving. And I'm going to change little Gabriel for you, so just give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, you know what? I decided I will change my little Philip for you in a next video, because I realized that I was going on for 18 minutes, me rambling here, so I better separate the videos. But I want to thank you all for being here. I hope I made at least a little bit of sense with my discussion. I absolutely do not want to feel anyone bad. All of my discussions, I just want to make this clear, all of the discussions on my channel, guys, are not aimed at anyone. I'm not targeting anyone. I'm talking purely about my own personal experiences within this hobby. And yes, I have been experiencing these feelings of guilt sometimes. And I want to make clear, I'm not guilty about this feeling. I'm not feeling guilty about this hobby at all. But sometimes I do have these feelings of, maybe I'm not even voicing it correctly. Maybe it's not even a guilt. Maybe, I don't know, but sometimes I feel I could probably do more meaningful things with my money than just buying dolls. And maybe I could be happy with one doll. You know what I mean, guys? Maybe I could be happy just with my Ella. Maybe this constant search and constant spending of you know, these are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of money. A lot of families, it's their monthly budget. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but obviously my feeling of guilt wasn't strong enough not to get my dream baby, as I said. But just something to ponder for a moment here. So thank you guys all who have been sitting here till the end. I will change my little Gabriel for you in a next video, because I have this adorable teddy set that I would like to put on him. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. I'm going to make a changing video now, and then I will proceed with my Instagram sale. But thank you so much, ladies, for sticking around. We love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye!